Hi, my name is Jen and welcome to the book Refuge. Thank you for coming today for a quick little review and non-spoiler chat for In Another Time by Caroline Leech. This book was so heartwarming and interesting and I just loved it. I'm only going to talk about it for a few minutes because I just want this to be an encouragement for you to read it. If this is the kind of genre you like, if you're looking for something outside of your comfort zone, I just thought this book was so great. So the main setup for this book is Maisie McCall. This is set in 1942, and Maisie McCall joins the Women's Timber Corps as a lumberjill. So she goes through training and then she gets assigned to the Scottish Highlands to help chop wood for the war effort. So she's in this training with a bunch of other girls. She has a best friend named Dot, who Dot ends up being kind of like the nurse at the camp. And then not far from their camp, there's a camp of men who have either weren't able to be enlisted or have other reasons why they weren't, they aren't in the war. And the girl camp and the guy camp, they mingle. And Maisie meets someone named John, what's his last name? That might be cool to know. What is it? Literally don't know. Anyway, she meets a guy named John and they start to have feelings for each other, but John has some secrets that he's hiding and that keep him from fully committing to Maisie. And until they say this in, I don't know if I want to say it because I really don't like what they give away in the title for this. Because here's the thing about this book, and it was so good. I'm not reviewing this to the best of my ability right now, and I'm sorry for that. This book I wasn't expecting to like it so much, but I honestly bought it for the beautiful cover, and also it takes place in Scotland in the 1940s, and you may know of another book that I love that starts in Scotland in the 1940s, but, Outlander. And so that's why I picked it up. I'm not going to lie about it. So anyway, so John has some reasons why he doesn't feel that he can be in a relationship with anyone. And it was really clear right away what the thing was to me. And it takes Maisie forever to figure it out. And then in the flap of this book, which again, I'm going to keep as a non-spoiler because you can go look it up and find out right away if you want. They tell you of an event that happens that brings them closer together. Well, that event that they're talking about doesn't happen until this page. It doesn't happen until 245 pages in. So there's a lot of brooding and a lot of going back and forth before that inciting incident that brings them closer together. And so that was kind of my main issue with this book, is that I just kept reading and reading, and I'm like, when is this event? When is this, inciting incident going to happen that brings them closer together? And I guess what it comes down to is that this is a romantic historical fiction novel. It is young adult, and that's the main purpose. There isn't really another plot, even though they're not in the middle of the war, but time is in the middle of the war, and Maisie has a few family things going on, but there is no other plot other than this character, emotional thing. And so for me, if I had known that beforehand, I maybe wouldn't have been interested in the book because there wasn't enough other things going on to keep me interested the whole time. So, however, I did still give it 4 stars because I loved the characters and that the feeling I had when it was over was really special because the author does her research very well. And this was based on some real people. I'm actually gonna cry. Wow, this is weird. This was based on some real women who were just recently honored by the government for the work that they did. And it wasn't until 2007 that there was a memorial made for the women who helped with this, the WTC, the Women's Timber Court. And so it's really emotional to me because anyway, if you read it, it will be emotional to you too. And so the lady who wrote it, she met with, I think, 4 different women who were in the WTC, and she met with them and talked with them about it and like what it was like. And some of them did actually marry other people who were working there. So this is definitely rooted in fact. She keeps the historical basis of everything happening. There's also some discussion about the evacuation of Dunkirk. A couple of our characters lived through that. So there's just, yeah, if you love history and you love young adult, like this is going to be your cup of tea. Absolutely. So that's why I still gave it 4 stars, is that it left me with a good impression, and I'm going to keep this book and it's going to look beautiful on my shelves and I love it. And so I just want to be honest that I don't think the story is all there, but it left me with really good feelings. And so I don't want to like scare you away from reading it. I just want to be honest. You know, and yeah, and it's so beautiful. So again, I wanted this to be a quick one. I give this 4 stars. You definitely should read it. There are really no spoilers to say, so that's why this isn't a spoiler review, because it's a romance and it has a happy ending. So like, there you go. Maybe that's a spoiler that it's happy. But anyway, thank you so much for stopping by the Book Refuge. I appreciate you so much. I hope you are having a wonderful day. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe. It means so much to me. And I'll see you next time. Bye.